Well, happy Thursday, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, and I'm here with Yvette. And today...
So, do you ever feel like a failure? Well, congratulations. You are in good company and you're on your way to success.
Exactly. So, have you ever failed in a relationship, a project, business, marriage? Guess what? As long as you can walk away from that failure having learned something, then there's no such thing as failing. It's called learning, and then you take it to the next place that you're going in your life. So, hey Megan, welcome. So, tell me something that you've perceived to fail at that you actually learned a lesson from.
Well, I guess when I went to culinary school around 13, 14 years ago, I wanted to start my own business. And it's not so easy to start your own baking business. So I think with that, and I owed a lot of money for going to culinary school, but you know what? Looking back at it now, I use that, my knowledge of baking and the food world to help me now, the steps towards, I incorporate that into my health coaching business. So it wasn't actually a failure. At the time I thought, wow, I spent so much money, I'm not doing anything with this. But then now when I look back at it, it was an amazing experience. It was one of the best experiences of my life. It really was. It was an amazing time learning from really one of the best pastry chefs in the country. So when I look back now, it was well worth it, and I learned so much from that experience.
And I think that everyone that fails everyone that fails at something can look and learn something. I mean, if I look at past relationships that I was in that didn't work out, right? I could see myself, oh, I'm such a failure, this didn't work. But through those, I learned the most important skill, which was to love myself. And so I could take that skill into the next relationship that I went into and be able to share that with the person. So, we're learning and growing our whole life, and as long as we're learning, that's the key. So we wanted to take a few moments to share some very famous failures that if they had listened to what other people told them, they wouldn't be around. So listen to some. So Yvette will tell one, and then I'm going to tell one, and we'll go back.
So I don't know if many of you know this, but Oprah failed. She had a rough and abusive childhood, and she was fired from a job as a reporter because she was unfit for TV. Oprah, guys.
Right, so look at Oprah. She's, worth billions of dollars. She's touched so many lives. And if she had listened to that, who knows where she would be at this point. I love this one. Michael Jordan. He's probably the best basketball player ever to live. He was told by his high school coach that he was cut from the team because he had a lack of skill. So imagine if Michael Jordan had listened to his coach, what could have happened? But look what he did. Instead of listening, he went out and said, no, I don't accept what you say. I reject that. And look at him. He was one of the best in the world.
Well, how about Walt Disney? He was fired from a newspaper for a lack of imagination and no original ideas.
That's right. So there you go. No original ideas.
No original ideas.
Yeah, and here's one more that we'll share with you. Has anyone heard of the Beatles before? So the Beatles were told originally they have no future in show business, right? How many records, how many millions and billions of dollars have they made from this? So the point here is there's always someone out there that's going to tell you negative things about you and try to make you not believe in yourself. And what I have to say is those people are actually communicating to themselves, not you. It's how they feel about themselves, and it's easier for them to point the finger at you. So when that information comes to you, just reject it and say, nah. And remember Michael Jordan, remember Oprah, remember the Beatles. Remember those people who would, if they had listened to that information, where would they be today?
Absolutely.
Right. So to sum it up, there's no such thing as failing. As long as you learn and grow, you've never failed. And don't listen to the negative feedback from other people, because if you do, they'll control you and you'll no longer be controlling yourself. So finally, today I'd like to say, if you are resonating with these messages on a daily basis, connect. Set up a call. The link is on this on the Facebook Live. You can schedule a consultation. We'll sit down. We'll have a talk, and we'll get you to a place in your life where you really, really want to be. And I know that you can be. We know that you can be there. So that's it for today.
Yeah.
We'll be back
Have a great
tomorrow.
day.
It's Friday, and we'll see you then. Have a great
See you
day.
then.
All right.